Hey all, it's Nikos here. I think it's time to start. Can you all hear me? Again? And see, of course, my mouse.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Perfect.
Please, buy it now.
There we go. That's it. So, before we start, one quick question. I always like to do this because I never get surprised how easy it is now to connect with so many people at the same time. Just give me quickly, like, where you're coming from, the country, quickly. There we go. You already knew, right? USA, Turkey, Australia, Canada, Greece, USA, Switzerland, Poland, France, Indonesia. That's UK. That's crazy. I like that every time. Texas, Thailand. Oh, man. Nigeria. This is crazy, yeah.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please, buy it now.
That's it, Sweden. The moon. Yeah. We all knew, Jeff, that you were an alien. We just never said anything. Prince of Nigeria. South Africa, there we go. That's it, yeah, perfect. Thanks, guys. Okay. So, another question before we really start would be, how many of you are new to the Spartan system, but of course watched the free intro workshop we had, and understand the basics of the system? Just quickly.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Most of you, right?
Please, buy it now.
You're new, okay. Understood. So is anybody there that has no clue what we are doing? Anybody? Me. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry if you don't have any clue. If you don't know what we are doing, then you cannot participate. No, I'm just kidding. Just make sure that you always that you take time, maybe tomorrow, maybe later on today, depending, of course, where you are located.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please, buy it now.
If you have never watched what we are doing or never saw any videos, we have on YouTube one that says the Spartan basic system that explains actually the whole top-down approach and everything. Of course, we are going to do this here together on the live charts and on the ones that we are covering anyway, but just for an exercise, you could maybe go back and watch those. This video, it's probably a big one, 1 or 2 hours, but you can take your time, and because we repeat, it will be better in a day or two, just for those guys. Okay, so no worries. Yeah, so I think we can start. Can we all start, or is there do you have any other questions?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please, buy it now.
Got it, start now, okay. 1 second, somebody's typing, trying to log in or something. Just 1 sec, guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think we can start. Yes, okay, perfect. Now, 1K, 10K.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please, buy it now.
You probably think I'm nuts or crazy a little bit. How much money you're going to make is totally up to you. And you can make really as much as you want. And at some point, you will understand that the number doesn't mean anything, especially when you're bad at math like I am. Then it's much easier for sure. First I thought I need to be good at math. That was my first problem I had. And then I figured out after a while that being bad at math is probably...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
There is a math professor in here that you cannot trade or you won't succeed. I'm just saying that sometimes keeping things really simple, really, really simple, can make the difference. In my case, because I'm getting excited very fast, when there's something new like trading back then. I wanted to succeed fast. I wanted to make a lot of money very, very fast. I did, spend a lot of money because I thought the more I spend, the faster I will, learn it and get it back. And then you figure out at some point that things are not like we read in books. Usually it's not like this. It's not only in trading, but especially in trading because there are so many books. And
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Much worse. But back then there were so many books, physical books, not e-books, things like that. And I did read them all. And only to figure out that they were all nice to read and had some really good points, but they didn't make me any money. And one of those, I won't name it now, was one that was really, really explaining the math of it and all the, the Fibonacci, theories and how, and I'm not saying they're not working. For sure they are, but what I'm saying is that to use those practically is a different thing.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Manage also like your mental, let's say, situation at this point. That's the problem. And I figured out that when you start seeing the charts, understanding what it is about, then nothing really matters in terms of math and numbers. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is really good money management and thinking in percentage, not in pips, not in all kind of theories and indicators. It's about seeing the charts, understanding what's going on, and then applying really, really good money management.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
You have to follow actually a simple plan, see the results, and fix something that doesn't work and keep everything that works. It's not the first time I'm saying it, but it's just how it is. And then you just continue doing this for as long as you want. And then suddenly you figure out after a while that it is fun, that it is relaxing. You start making money, maybe not as much money in the number as you like, because you're maybe trading with small lots, or different things like this. But at some point when you know your numbers, with other words, if you know that, okay, I'll make more money than I give.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Especially when you want, to trade more money, big accounts, or you want to manage people's monies, maybe a friend's money or family. If you have really the confidence to do this, it will go without you trying to hunt it down. It will just happen slowly, step by step, and more and more and more. And suddenly, when you least expect it, instead of making 1K, you added 10 or 100 or 200 or 800 or million or whatever. So this will come at when you are ready. Could take a couple of months, could take longer, could be faster, depends on little things.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And then just repeat again and again and again. Okay? That was just the intro, just to make sure you understand where the numbers come from. Now, day one, it's today already. We are going over the Euro-US dollar trades and the technical and mental management. So what I've done, I took out all the trades. I've taken the Euro-US dollar for the clients, some for myself as well, but mostly I'm focusing on the clients. And
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Tomorrow we are mixing different pairs. I just wanted to start with one pair so you get used to, you know, the management on one pair and going over each and every trade since 2016, August 2016 to August 2017. And after today, it will be much easier tomorrow to keep up, and we can probably cover more the second day than the first day because we have some explaining to do. And when we're done with this, you'll have time tomorrow or later on today to really digest all this. See, make your notes, by the way. Have something to write, you know, close to your PC maybe.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
That's where I usually do it. And you can also write down some questions, because what I would like to do is first going over something, explain a topic or trade, and when I'm done, I'll give you time to ask your questions so I can reply afterwards, okay? So let me know if you are all ready for this. If I'm too fast, you just write something, okay? If I'm talking too fast or I say too many things too fast. Many people are in here. Almost 100, so this is a lot.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Okay. We have to play a little bit around with our charts here. First, let me open up our MT4, and I've prepared on the daily chart all those vertical lines going down like this, showing all the trades I've done. Now, I had good success on the Euro-US dollar. I think I had 7-8 trades and 2 losing trades, I think, on those. The rest was really good because my focus is mainly swing trading in combination with the lower time frames.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
But I just did forget, some scalping trades that I did. Nothing fancy, so not even worth talking about. But other than that, it was all swing trading on higher time frames in combination with lower time frames. So I will start right away. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. There we are. Okay. So, I will explain that, Kurt, in the later on in a different session, how to create a simple trade.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I also know that you're all very excited about the EAs and you want to use them, and we will cover this soon, but not today. The first 2 days, at least the first 2 days, will be focusing on the trades, on the behavior, and when we're all on the same page and feel good about this and don't have too many technical questions, then we can go, the third day or fourth day, and I will explain how the EAs work and how we are going to use those in combination with our top-down approach, right? So don't worry about it. You will not.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And of course, how to use it. It's really easy. It's not that complicated. It's important that we don't do it, a little bit here, a little bit there, but we spend like 20 minutes or half an hour to practice. I explain how it works, and then you practice on your own. And then we still have 2 days to explain details. Okay? About the technical, about the EAs and everything. You will like them for sure. They are very, very helpful. Okay, first of all, it's all technical things are useless if you don't know how to trade. So first we want to know how to trade and how to do things, and then
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Okay. My first trade since 2016 was somewhat in September. It's somewhere here. 2016, somewhere here, September, I think. So what we do a quick top-down approach together, and then we get into the actual trade. So I'll have even to go back. Try to ignore all the lines. I just drew those lines so I could remember what I wanted to show you, right? So if I go to the weekly chart, back to here, at this point, what we see, try to ignore all that, please. At this point, we had horizontal resistance. So what do? We draw a horizontal line.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Obviously,
please buy it now.
A lot of touches between here and down here. So at that point, we had all those highs between here and down here, and somewhere in the middle is where I leave my line. Does that make sense to all of you? Look, resistance, resistance, spike, resistance, spike, touch again, range. Easy, right? And then I'll also take my horizontal support, and at that point, if you look at this area where the price did break up, my support, my major support was down here because I had all those touches here. So I don't need to draw a horizontal line. You can see all those touches on the weekly chart telling me the price didn't want to move lower.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Trend line. You see I connected 1, 2, 3 touches to the downside. Price was moving down, but it didn't move lower. It stopped here and actually broke that line. What do we say about trend lines? How many touches do we need at least to define or to say that we have a strong trend line? At least, exactly, right, guys? 3, there we go. 1, 2, we have more actually in the lower time frames, but you can even see on the weekly time frame. So that was a reason for me to check for a trade in the opposite direction, meaning looking for longs. I think there was that. Maybe the first was a short. I have to check. If it breaks, I'm looking for longs. If it's bouncing on here, of course, we're looking for shorts. So
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
What happened here? I go to the daily chart. I don't remember these things anymore. It's too far away. Oh, there we go. Yeah, was no short. So what we had here was our trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, double bottom, and the retracement back to that line. So let's go back even before this. Price did bounce here. You see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Would it make any sense after that bounce, price did not break this line? I'm just testing you right now. Would it make any sense to even look for short trades on lower time frames?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And if so, why? Just give me a word that makes sense to me. There we go. Fabrice says bounce short, bounce, main trend. Yes, exactly. We say as long as the price is moving in one direction, we are looking to trade this pair of product in this direction. If it's coming back to a powerful trend line that is already confirmed, meaning we have already our 3 touches. So look, 1, 2, 3. So price did not move lower. It came all the way back up to touch this and bounced on it. So we could say, great, it's a downtrend anyway. When price is bouncing, let's look for shorts.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Just 1 second. I just... go to the 4-hourly chart. So from the daily to the 4-hourly, quickly. Oh no, sorry. Let me do it differently because I will never find it like this. There we go. Here we are. Was the down move here? Here was the bounce. Price did create a low. It took also that breather we are always expecting. Remember, price is breathing, moving in one direction, going up, retracing back down, creating this.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
But then failing to break resistance because there was just a powerful resistance coming from those higher time frame, and we know that most of the times the first reaction is a bounce. So price did bounce and then it did not move up, but it created a lower high, moved then down with a big spiky candle, and after that it ranged and moved back up, retested the extension of this line. You can see how powerful those lines are that come from the daily and weekly chart. We extend it. Look what happens more or less in this area. Price retraces, fails, but it doesn't move lower, so the sellers are not in charge anymore. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It stopped here, and then
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
So
please buy it now.
We tried taking this short. What I don't like about this, it would not be wrong to try it. What I didn't like about this, that on this time frame, and we are looking at the 4-hourly after the daily, we had a very steep, exactly Odi, right? A very steep retracement, a range. And with that candle, which is huge, it did close much lower than it opened. But we didn't have the crossover and the setup afterwards. We had that break, and after that break, the crossover. So according to the basic rules, which are very important here, we want a 1, 2, 3 after the crossover. And after
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Break according to the basic rules, right? We want an entry here, and then we could have targeted this support line to make some profits. But this never happened, meaning no setup, and the setups that we had here was a steep setup plus a very steep entry, meaning we want an entry between 0.2 and 0.3 most of the times, ideally. That means we need a nice 1 to 3 actually. Look, I'll show you one that makes sense in the middle of nowhere here, but it makes sense as a setup. You see, if you just ignore all the spikes and I just do it like this. So we have a move and we have a great retracement, almost 80-90%.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Okay, below the 2 to 3 line. Therefore, we have kind of a small stop, and the entry happens between 0.2 and 3 on the 2 to 3 line, on the 1, 2, 3, right? This is 0.2, this is 0.3, and the entry happens here between those points. So in this case, it's not like this. This is your 1, 2, 3, a small 2, 3, and then the entry very steep, way below 0.2 and the 2 to 3. That's not what we want, especially when our horizontal support is down here. We know that by doing the top-down approach, Then I have a stop over here, and if I calculate from here to here, it's about 100 pips, and my horizontal support is about 100 pips. So the target...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
That would be a target of 1-to-1 before price is reaching major support. And what do we ideally want to see if we get in somewhere? What would the target be? What's the target ideally we are looking for to make our lives easier? Who knows? It's just a basic rule, but it makes totally sense. Unless you're more experienced and you're more aggressive, then it's a little bit different. Exactly, right? 2-to-1 ideally. And we don't have this here, so steep setup, target not big enough, so we're not really...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And it's probably not the only reason I didn't take it. It's probably a different reason, like maybe I was in other trades or I was watching different pairs. You're not always trading one pair. You don't catch each and every trade on one pair all the time, right? Unless you really focus on only one pair, which is not exactly what we want to do when we do swing trading. We want to monitor more pairs because we have a lot of time to actually look for setups and trade. Okay? Exactly, right? And the EA is also helping for sure. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do exactly what I do.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I have done last year. Take something out of that and use it in your favor. Maybe you want to adopt the strategy or the way I do things. Maybe you want to take something out that you like and something that you don't like, you just don't touch. Okay, so you can just watch and see, and if you say, okay, this is really something I would like to do, from now on I'll do this, or you can say, no, this is not my style, it's not exactly the way I want to do this, so I will change this a little bit, or I will tweak it in a way that it will suit my schedule or whatever. So you can start making up your mind after today and tomorrow how you want to use this. We can also discuss
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
The features, how you might combine this with your style if you have an idea or you have a question. Okay? So this is why we didn't do that. Now the next one. This is actually the trade I did take on this pair, and I quickly go back to the daily chart. Oh man, sorry guys with the scrolling thing. I think it was here, right? So we had our trend line breaks here. And after that, what is visible on the daily chart that makes me
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Want to take maybe a screenshot or remember or just watch the video afterwards. If I have a powerful trend line, you see like this, okay, and price does not break it at once. It's bouncing on the line, retracing back and creating this 1, 2, 3 on the daily chart before the daily chart breaks, like a higher low. This is always a great indication. You can check this back on your chart on different pairs. Draw weekly and daily trend lines. When you see this happening, okay, then it's most of the times afterwards what will happen, either a little range, but then a break of this area. And most of the times, good setups.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Please remember, this is like, let's say, the quiet day before the storm or something like this. Okay, price is coming back to resistance or support, in this case resistance, retracing but not continuing the main trend, actually stopping here, creating a higher low before the actual break. This is something I really, really like. Do we all understand this? Yes or no? We do the full top-down approach. We're not only looking
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Especially the daily trend line is for me the most powerful. Not for me, it's just how it is. It's the most powerful trend line if you combine it with entries on lower time frames. Okay? So, if you look back and you see that you also had some horizontal support like here, like double bottoms, and then that follows, this is even better. So the more reasons, the better. Break of the line, higher low, and then boom, there we go. So what I did, I was waiting for this on the lower time frame. Let me see if I can get the 4-hourly on. And on the 4-hourly chart,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Let me get rid of some lines. We don't need this anymore. 1, 2, 3. This was here. If you check, you'll see we have a small stop in this area. One thing I didn't like at this point on the 4-hourly chart was the EMAs getting all, together kind of. But you can ignore this when everything else makes sense. It moves your way, like daily trend line break, followed by daily 1, 2, 3. This is a daily 1, 2, 3, followed by 4-hourly.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Can you see this? Yeah, and here the break. So price did stop at the 36 EMA. It couldn't move lower. 5, 6, 7 candles, and then there was one that did bounce and closed higher. So there was a little bit of a risk, but because of the EMAs, the sandwich situation, but we can't totally ignore if the higher time frames are happy. Trend line break, daily 1, 2, 3, and then followed by a first 1, 2, 3 on the 4-hourly chart. Okay, so because you're never sure, never ever, you don't start risking half of your account on this trade.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
At that time, I didn't have any other positions running. That date, nothing. So I could say I can easily risk 2% on one trade, and if it works out, it will be great. Okay, but because I always count from August to August, that's just how it works. And August is a bad time for trading usually because it's summertime and because it's my new season, when the new season starts actually. And I know August and September can be slow. I'll never risk too much. So,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Which was already a lot, and only because I didn't have any other trades running. So I did expose my whole account to only 1%. That means if price decided to go against me and retest this area and kick me out, I would lose 1%. And 1% is 0. Doesn't mean anything. Okay? But risking 2% is also still fine. It's not the end of the world, But if you go like to 5% or 7 or 10 on your own account, it's fine if you know what you're doing. It's too much if it's on big accounts. Because the beauty of trading bigger accounts is that
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And the problem that most traders have is they want to make quickly money because their investment, the original investment when they start trading is small. Maybe 1,000 some people start out, or 500, or maybe some have 5 or 10,000. Okay, but if you think in percentage, you say, oh man, if I make only 1% or 2% profits per trade, it will take me months to start seeing some good amount of money in my account. But the trick is, and it's something I always say, you really have to earn your right to make that money. You cannot just, gamble it away. Okay? So, yes, of course, if I could have doubled
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
30% would be enough. But what about if it doesn't work out? Then I have to hide somewhere. Okay? That's not the way you want to do things. And you want to start the right way, meaning money management is the first thing. You grow your account slowly because you're still going to make mistakes. I'll make mistakes all the time, right? But not big mistakes that will kill my account or my confidence. Small mistakes that sometimes are just stupid. Nothing fancy, but it happens. So, in order to protect yourself from stupidity, risk less.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
What I did, I got in here. That was fast. It hit my first target fast. Second target fast. The position was split into 3 parts. And I did trail my stop not too close below the 36 on that time frame. Why is that? Any ideas? Why did I place my stop below 0.3 according to the basic rules? Entry here, target 1, target 2, split the position into 3 parts, and then slowly trailing it below here. Why did I do this on this time frame? Just look at the chart. Do you see something that makes sense?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Yes, the EMAs are in charge like always, but the reason I wanted to manage this on this time frame is simply, there we go, Magnus said it, yeah, you had enough space to the target. There we go. The target is this horizontal line. Remember what we said at the beginning. Before we get into any trades, of course, I have also nice support. If you start drawing the line from here, it looks really nice. That's why I was told was below here, a little bit lower. Not sure exactly. I think it was a little bit lower, but you get the point. So we had support and everything. We had a setup. But the most important part was that
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I had resistance up here. So the resistance is not like 1,000 pips away, so I could say, you know what, I'll get in here, but I now manage this on a daily time frame, because then I probably, would need a bigger stop. I just said, no, I have to take it from here, because kind of close we still have resistance, and because it's close to the setup, I cannot manage this on a higher time frame. Okay, I have to manage this on this time frame. So before we get in, no matter how nice the setup looks, and we have everything, we have support, daily 1, 2, 3, 4 hourly 1, 2, 3,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Get in, most important, where is my target? Like, if you are hunting, I hope you don't, I love animals, but if you do, you might have nice weather, wind coming from the right direction, you're hiding in a nice place, you have the best gun around, But would that mean anything if you don't have any target? No sitting duck nowhere? Yeah, you cannot shoot in the air. So you need the target. You have everything, and you wish to see a target closed. If you have that target, you can trade, because now you know what you are targeting and what your goal will be with this trade.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Yeah, we get to the I'm not finished with this management. I'll tell you what I did, Kurt. Okay? Does it make sense? Let me explain. Don't be too fast. Basics is all basics. It's always basics, but the details are very important. Yes, exactly. Give me a chance to explain.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Also, Ermelinda had a question about the target. You mean are you talking about like slower moving pairs and faster? You mean volatility? Okay. Now, of course, when you have a very, very volatile pair, very volatile, and it's an average making, I don't know, a couple of hundred pips a week, of course.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I'll do that, and I'll explain on different other trades I did trade later on. So don't worry about this. We are going to talk about the details on each and every trade. I'm not talking generally. I just want to analyze each of those trades, and not all of them are managed the same. That's why you have to let me explain a couple of them, and they will probably answer your questions before you ask. Okay? Okay, so let me finish with this. Now, you can ask later on, right? Just let me finish.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
For you. And this is the Eurojust along the first one. Okay. The resistance, you see, that was the resistance line I had back then, because I had multiple touches starting from here, but the resistance, the most touches were also a little bit higher. So you see how we draw horizontal support and resistance lines is not, we don't do it the same way, all of us. So if you check, I'll go back to the daily chart. Sorry guys, I've always to go back here. I think it was here.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So this line was there also. But if you check, before price reached this area, where do we have the most touches? They were higher. You see, back then it was somewhere here and here. A lot of them here, even higher. Here, of course, here also. You see this? So between here, a little bit lower, and here, because here I have a lot of more touches there. So I also had them down here, those ones here, a little bit higher there, a little bit higher. So I said, okay, I'll leave them somewhere in the middle. Then you'll see that suddenly closer history is giving us more details. So when I get in here,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Probably made sense, the question you asked before, why I did not take profits out here in the first place, right? Because my original target was here. And I said if we have volatility, a lot of volatility, it will probably hit this area. You see, here and here. And what is one more thing that can tell us or show us if something is very, very volatile? It's the EMA, the 12 EMA. Exactly, Oli, right? The volatility EMA. So after that breakout here, price did move really fast, only tracing back to the 12. Now, of course, now that happened,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
At that point, if price will go up here, move up to here, or will retrace, we don't know what is going to happen. We can just assume. And according to what happened here live, it didn't look like it would retrace and do this. Not slightly, not even a bit. Okay? So, that's why I have a last lot running, which I like to call the bonus lot, and I'll trail it below my trend following EMA, the 36, right? Basic stuff. But I'll say, okay, here's my target for the third lot. If price is bouncing, retracing, here it's retracing nicely to the 36.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
But to get into a trade, we like retracement, at least me, back to the 36. And I get a nice one, which looked volatile at that point. So there was no reason, after that retracement to the 36 and the bounce of it, there was no reason not to just trail the 36 below here. Yeah, so what do? We trail the 36, waiting for it to reach the target. But what happened? It did not reach the target, okay, and it retraced. And while I was, way sleeping or whatever, it came back down and it kicked me out the following day with a remaining position, which is still 2 times the stop. So here was my target.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Do I close all of my remaining positions, the guys that are more experienced and know us for a while? Do we generally close it all at one point, at that point, or is there another way to manage this? Exactly, you can do all kind of things, your hedging, swing, and all this. So, exactly, what I usually do, if I see price is reaching my area of resistance, my target, I'm not closing it, especially when I have a powerful new trend going on. I close half of the remaining position, and I'll leave another half running because maybe I'm getting lucky and price creates more higher highs and higher lows and will break out.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Direction I'm trading in, meaning I have a free ride for the remaining position. And if the trends are powerful and strong, those trades turn into huge, powerful swing trades. Not all the time, but often enough. Okay? And I've seen that a trade, that I risk on 1% or 2% turned into 6-7% profits just by keeping it for weeks and weeks. But it's not going to happen every day, especially when the markets are acting a little bit weird and retracing too much, and we don't have powerful trends. Then often we get...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
It's no problem. Okay? So, where I'm going with this is long term, keeping a remaining position made me always money, long term. I'm not talking about 1 trade or 2 trades. I'm talking about long term. Okay? That means maybe 1-2 out of 10 swing trades turn into really, really powerful long-term swing trades. Like yesterday, I got an email. I don't know. I don't remember who it was. Maybe you are here, showing me a trade on, was it the Euro New Zealand dollar or something, where the trader entered on the 1 hourly chart, having a 30 pips.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Over 400 pips or something like that. That would be like 12 times what you risk for the remaining lot. Okay, so you see how much sense that makes. You just need a little bit of practice, and we get there. We get there. I don't want to say everything in one day, you know. It's too much for you. Do we have any questions here? I'm not finished yet. I'm just checking. Exactly, yeah. If support and resistance breaks, it will run.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So, that was it. And now what happens? When I get in, this is the technical part. When I get into a trade, I look for my breaks, I look for my setups, and I decide, do I want to take it or not? If I decide to take it, the second question is, okay, how much do I want to risk if I really like it? Okay, maximum would be 2%, but I would say you never go for more than 1 for now, even less. And when I'm in, I try to split into multiple positions if I have a big enough target. Simple, basic stuff. And then I'll just get in, place the trade, and I leave. And I'm not watching, especially on the 4 hourly chart. I'm not looking at the trade for at least a day.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Sometimes I'm tempting to look, but I try not to. I know it's not easy, yeah? When you enter on the 4 hourly chart, risking 1%, we have the risk calculator, so you don't have to, think about that. We try not to look, because if we have some ranges afterwards, or the price doesn't really move, you get too many little ideas, and sometimes, you know how it is, the little devil's telling you to get out of that trade, or do something else or whatever. So try to not overthink it. You get in.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Don't change it afterwards unless it makes sense. So if price is moving like this, better than expected, because you're not even retracing to the 36, of course we don't change anything. We just like that and continue. This is still the target. Also, if you see that the price already made like 3 times what you risk, you will be tempted to take out more profits. Another problem. Okay? No, those are Heikin Ashi candles. Remember the basic Spartan template using Heikin Ashi candles. So, who knows about, who has the experience trying to take out more profits?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
All the profits out at 3 times the value in risk. Yeah, it's just asking. Yeah, most of us. Me too, by the way. Well, I'll see 3 times what I risk, and I do the mistake, and look also at the number in cash. I want to close everything at once, and I don't know, take a bath in dollar bills or something. It's always like a bubble in my head laughing. So we always want to be greedy and take out.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Understand what you're doing exactly long term. It's a mistake, because by keeping one part running, long term, it will make you more money. Okay? Also make a note, please. I'm saying a lot of little tiny important things. There we go. My wife wants to close it. Yeah, there we go. Makes sense. No, long term, in as long as the price is going your way, depending on what time frame we are managing. Here we are managing the 4-hourly chart. So as long as this would create higher highs and higher lows, we would try to stay in.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Lots usually, especially when it's major resistance and they're never broken before, like in this case. We take out half, and if the price is still creating higher lows and breaking this, of course, we stay in as long as possible. If not, and you see it's starting to range, you can, of course, manually take out the profits as well. But the difference between trailing it and taking it out manually will not change anything long term. It's just a different way to manage it. Okay? So, again, in here, target 1, target 2. This is resistance. It didn't reach this. It came down. It kicked us out about 2 times. Again, the stop.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
On this trade. After that, we don't try to, overanalyze and say, but how could that happen? And my goal was here, was so volatile. Why did it not reach? Why? It doesn't matter. Nobody cares why afterwards. Yeah? Nobody cares what happened to your trade. Only you. So instead of whining and trying to figure out what you did wrong, which you didn't do anything wrong, the price decided to do something else, so you got kicked out. That's just how it is. The price is the boss. The chart is the boss. Boss said, no, we're not going up today anymore. We are going down.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And then you don't, fall in love with this one pair. You switch to a different pair. You do your analysis on all the pairs you're looking at and check for a new good setup that you can trade. Okay? Basic stuff, but that's how it goes. So this was an easy trade, mentally easy. To make the choice to take the trade, easy to manage. Didn't work out. I wasn't too happy because I wanted more. Didn't happen. So I took whatever the market gave me, was happy with the first profit in this new season, and I said thank you, and I switched to different pairs and checked. So not much.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Only because I have more experience on my stuff for sure, and I knew where I was going, and I also knew that there would be a chance of this happening even before. It didn't look like that, so I didn't like when that happened. For sure, I didn't like it, but it happened, and it was still a great trade. Okay. So in this case, remember we cover each and every trade. In this case, I'll trade below the 4-hourly chart, as I said before, because the target was not that far. It was maybe 2.5, 3 times my stop. And
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
From here to up here in this whole area. Okay. So any questions about this trade? Any questions before we go to the next? Right now we're doing the analysis, we're checking the trades, and how I manage those. I'm not treating each and every trade the same way. This, I treat it like this, and it was a basic Spartan management, nothing fancy. I trailed it's probably 15 pips or something. Or
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
The 36, you see if price is not breaking the 36 like it does here. It's only touching. There's no reason to trail it lower. It's all open. There are no big spikes or something. Here it only retraced to the 12, so no reason to keep it too low. Again, we are going to discuss about the leverage pole. We are going to discuss the risk management. We have an EA that will do the risk management for us by calculating in percentage. So the leverage doesn't mean anything. Now try to forget this. It's just confusing. You know, I'm trading for 20 years or something.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
As I said, I'm really bad at math. Yeah, there we go. Yes, of course, we also trade on I also trade on daily charts. But let's analyze the trades, all the trades. We have enough time for the general, you know, stuff. Okay, so before I go to this, I want to go back now to my little thing here and check the second charts I prepared for you. So the simple approach is the key. In order for you to make some notes.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
We look for trend direction, right? Then a daily 1 to 3 followed by a 4-hourly or 1-hourly 1 to 3 setup. Okay? That's what we want to do. Now, ideally, early entries. What does early entries mean? Just a quick question. If I have some typos, don't pay attention. Early entry means the first 1 to 3 after trend line break or after daily 1 to 3, right? The first ones that look really good, not too far out in the trend. Big enough targets. Again, we said that about 2 to 1.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
This would be like for late entries or not nice looking entries up to 1%. But you get the hang of this after practicing. Never expose the whole account to more than 2%. That means like if you have 2 or 3 setups in making, you want to take all of them, you have to split the risk between them. Basic stuff. And here comes a very, very important one. Focus on 10 future trades and the results. Never on just one. The mistake we traders do often is we get into something or just, you know, practice a new system and it looks so great on the charts and on historical charts and in the book, and we want to.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And the first thing that pops into your head is, of course, man, that stuff doesn't work, or what did I do wrong, or why can I not do it, why always me, blah blah. So all the little devils trying to tell us that, man, you can't do it, you know, for whatever reason. And with trading, it doesn't work like this, right? If you haven't done 10 focused trades, meaning your analysis, your approach, trying to make it as good as possible and taking action and taking the trades. If you did 10, and out of 10, 5 are not working, which is still okay. Okay, but
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Like
please buy it now.
Which is would be more, you know, would be normal. 70% is good. Then you can check after taking screenshots of the trades and say, okay, I want to see what exactly went wrong and why. And you will figure out that probably a couple of times, not only on the losing trades, you have to also check the winning trades. Sometimes you just got lucky, okay? You have to check out the charts to the approach again and see what you did wrong. And you will figure out that probably out of, let's say, 5 losing trades or even a couple of winning trades, that half of them were your mistake. Okay? So you have the full responsibility for everything you do. And if you figure out what went wrong...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Keep what works well. So please, everybody, keep this little thing, take a screenshot, or later on watch the video. This is your basic thing that you have to remember each and every time you trade, even if you trade on lower time frames. But this is the basic approach, okay, the basic approach. And this will help you filtering out a lot of bad decisions. Okay? Great. Now that we did talk about the basics, did already analyze one thing, a lot, one trade, and I gave you that setup.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And continue then a little bit faster on the other trades and the management. I don't want to make today, to have it longer than 2 hours, because it will be difficult for you to focus. But afterwards, you have a lot to think about. And today is more, let's say, I have on Euro-US dollar, I usually take basic trades, easy trades, and not too complicated setups. That's why I use the Euro-US dollar for today, because it will become a little bit funnier, let's say, tomorrow. Okay, so quick 5-minute break.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Okay, I'm back. I think we can continue, right? Okay, perfect. Great, guys. Before I forgot to say that at the beginning, Dr. Jeff is also going to do his part every day except of today. So from tomorrow, we are going to split the position. The position, great. We are going to split the session between us. So we are going to do our trading part, analysis, and checking the trades. And then
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
He has prepared a lot of important little things that you have to really, use to make your life easier mentally. And we'll see, will be great. And we'll start from that tomorrow. So today is more to get used again to the system, to the setups, reasons to trade, risk management. So we are all up to date. And tomorrow we split the session into 2 parts. Okay. Okay, perfect.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
That would be, let's check again. It's actually a good thing that we do this. So you get back, to each, day and week and look at the analysis. So when price didn't move higher up in the end, if you look at this weekly chart, the main goal was, of course, those highs, but it didn't happen. Price did range after that. You can see that, and actually moved lower. So if you actually draw a line from here to here, or in a different angle, doesn't even matter. It's the same in the end. You'll see that this uptrend in that big range.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
If I'm too fast, let me know. I don't think so. I'm just saying. So if I go now to my daily chart, you see this powerful daily line here that did break right now. In between, people might ask, hey, what about here? Did you trade anything here? Why did you not? It's obvious that we had a range here, right? And I'm not only trading one pair, so it could be that there are multiple great nice setups on one pair, but I didn't take them because I was already involved in different trades on other pairs. So I'm not taking each and every trade on one pair.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So after that break, it's a powerful daily trend line break, and here again the same story. I love the daily trend lines breaks. I didn't get any setups here because price didn't move already on the lower time frames too fast, and I didn't have any 4-hourly setups or 1-hourly that I wanted to get into. I also was involved in some other trades at that point, so it was no reason for me to get in. But after a daily 1 to 3 on whatever trending pair, I will always pay attention. If I'm monitoring, let's say, 24x pairs for swing trading, and I have a daily 1 to 3, I will always look at the daily 1 to 3s, because after daily 1 to 3s,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Daily 1 to 3s, especially in a powerful trend or after a trend line break, are most powerful. Okay, so get a daily 1 to 3. Here we go. After a weekly and daily trend line break, but I have to actually really go back and find this on the 4-hourly. I'm not sure if I'll get into 4-hourly or 1-hourly in this. I think, here we go. It was a 1-hourly. And this is really one of those things. This is a trade where I didn't take incremental profits early. And I'll tell you exactly why. So this is the daily trend line break. This is resistance. And this is the weekly and daily trend line break. Price did, slide on this. It also touched the 6.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
From 2 higher time frames, weekly and daily. And then price came down. Let me get rid of this line. And I was waiting for this because this was your daily 1 to 3 at that point. There was the extension, of course. Before that, a different angle would have been like this, below the 36. And I said, okay, if I get my 1 to 3 below that line or somewhere here, it would be great to take a trade here. And it did not give me any setups. It actually went up like crazy, caused by news. You can see that. It's obvious, right? This is a news candle. But
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
What was it, like 280 pips or something, right? And then it came down all the way, where it actually came from. So that happened within like 4 hours. Okay. What does that tell us? Let me get rid of that line. I didn't get in on the 4-hourly, got in on the 1-hourly in this one for good reason. What does this tell us? Very important. I love those things when they happen, by the way, especially in the combination. I just did point out daily trend line breaks or weekly trend line breaks or daily 1 to 3s.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Exactly right.
Please buy it now.
We had a fake breakout caused by news. We don't even care what kind of news. It's just obvious that it wanted to do something but didn't work out. So there were many, many stops in the market. Brokers know how to deal with that. They kicked everybody out. And then it goes our way anyway. So we had that fake breakout caused by news. fake because it was not really strong after all. And then it came back very fast, and it did not stop at my daily support line. It went below that. That means that our weekly and daily resistance was powerful and strong. The support line that was here afterwards.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Brokers did their job, taking everybody out that were short too early. Okay, and then price could have, all the power by taking everybody out to actually move down. And now that we had a weekly resistance being strong and support did break, and we had a daily 1, 2, 3, you don't get more reasons. It's just as good as it gets, as they say. Okay, it's just perfect. You just need to find a way to get in. And here I want you to, make a note in your own words. If I have major support and resistance like this, and price, especially after
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And then really goes my way by breaking my support in this case. I really need to look to find a trade in this direction. And I really need to get in here somehow. Okay? Just picture this again. Major resistance, major support. False break caused by news. And then it's breaking my support and going my way. And I don't know already that I had a daily 1 to 3 before that. I already know that I have a downtrend on this. I was here, right? Sorry guys. Let's here the first one. A downtrend on this one because of that. And now it looks like
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Find a way to get into this trade. Now, what I'll show you. I have prepared the charts. I hope so. Let me see. Okay, here we go. That's the one. That was the daily. The 4-hourly chart. Okay. Break resistance. And that was the 1-hourly chart. And you can see the fake break here like crazy. So I was expecting this. I was waiting for this.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Feel like, this nice EMAs meeting in this area all together. Suddenly, boom, breakout, false break. Price comes down again fast and creates a new low. And then there was the only retracement I got to the 12. And price was sitting here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours on the 1-hourly chart at the 12, telling me that it has not enough power to retrace back to the 36. Okay? And this is what we call a steep setup. A very steep setup. But the only reason I'll take a steep setup is when it...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Really great.
Please buy it now.
Everything else was great. Again, false break, weekly resistance, weekly support and daily support broken after this fake breakout. So I want to get into this trade as fast as possible. Because often on those fake breaks, we don't get big retracements. Is it possible to make? As I said, if you have a great reason to take those, then yes, take it. I wouldn't take this in the middle of nowhere. No way. If it didn't have all that I just explained before, a good reason. Okay?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Unless I have all that in one place. Sorry? You cannot see. Oh, sorry guys, it's difficult. What about this? It's better? Should be better, right? Okay, so I usually place on. Okay, so because of the momentum, as I said here, I didn't take out a first lot. Okay, because really, in this case, two things will happen. It will either really go
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Maybe to the 36, then bounce, or we'll just create a higher low and then go back up and start ranging or do whatever. Okay, so in that case, I would just get stopped out and wait for the next opportunity. Maybe it would like retrace more on the 36 or retracing back to the 200, starting to range and then break down. Then I would have tried again. But in this kind of an opportunity like this, I'll try to get in as fast as possible with low risk. So I did not take 1% risk on this. I took less. I don't remember how much. And I couldn't figure out by checking actually. But I guess it was like 0.5%. Okay, half.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
For sure it will. So I went in late on this break here. Okay, by placing an order. I was placing an order before I went to sleep on this one. You can do this with your EA soon as well. Okay. I placed the order because that happened late and I couldn't do it live. So I said, okay, I place an order to sell here. And if the price really wants to go down, I will place my trade with a stop over here and I'm in. And that happened. So I got filled and then I didn't take any incremental profits. I said, okay, I want to take at least 2 times my stop before I take profits, because on those steep setups.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
My target is far away, my support is far away, and it was that it doesn't make sense to take out profits too early, especially when it's volatile. And this is 2 times the stop. I have done 5 times the stop. I've seen often. In a very powerful breakout, what I've seen is like, let's say I went in a lower time frame and then I saw so much volatility that I changed it and manually dragged my targets much lower. So I let the price actually chase my target. Okay, but in this case, right now, in this example, 2 times, and I said, okay, the last lot will run. But I won't manage it on the 1 hourly where
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And probably retrace more. Therefore, I went to my 4 hourly chart. Let me see if I can get this back to where it came from. Yeah. And on this is the 4 hourly, by the way. Here you can see the 1 hourly entry. So there was the first and second target hit, and then I trailed the stop below, above the 36 EMA on the 4 hourly chart. Here we have major support. There's a horizontal line, okay? And I trailed the stop to here. I didn't get the chance. I don't remember why, so I would lie. I don't remember why I didn't take out part.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
But I remember when I came back that I got kicked out here, and there was 3.5, almost 4 times what I risked at that point. Okay, so powerful trade all in all. Do you see the difference between this management and the management on the other pair? This is our chart. Let me make it bigger. Bigger. Like really bigger. And you see what I wanted to show in the first place are those lows. The previous lows. So when I got in here...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
The previous low. Coming from November the year before. So somewhere entering here, my target was 350 something points, okay, with a small stop of 30-40 points or something like this. A little bit bigger, I'm not sure. Exactly. My target was much bigger, and I had a false breakout, and I had a daily and weekly trend line break. So that was a really good target. It just didn't hit it. It hit the target. I just didn't take out profits here, and I don't really...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
You should really take out half of the remaining lot at this point, and then trail the rest. You see, if you think about that, it's not a complicated management. It's very simple, right, guys? It's not really complicated, is it? You think? The reason for the entry was because I had a fake breakout and a lot of resistance, and then a daily and weekly trend line break. I wanted to get in early, and because I saw the volatility and I went in steep, I said, okay, it will go or it will
This
not.
file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Immediately what I risked. So I made immediately my 0.5% profits, okay? And then probably another half or close to it with the remaining position banking about 1% or something, maybe more. Yeah? That's the reason. Now, you won't be able to digest this all today. You probably have a million questions. That's why I really want to go and cover all those trades, another 3-4 trades today. And you please take your time later on and tomorrow to check the trades one by one again, make your notes, and tomorrow I'm going to reply to the answers to your questions regarding those trades.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Okay. Now we had a range, we had a retracement back to the daily. I will go faster now. I think we all getting the hang of this. And I got another daily 1, 2, 3. I think at that point I was also handling a different trade on the USD yen, if I'm not mistaken, which did not work out. And then I got this Euro US dollar daily again. And I had already the experience with those false breakouts on this pair. So look, it's like magic sometimes. When the price, sorry for that, when the price came back to the 36 resistance on the daily chart, so another daily 1, 2, 3, it spiked.
This file
again.
Made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And price did move down. You see this whole spike, this 4-hourly spike was over 230 points. And I said, okay, maybe I get a 1, 2, 3. So here we got the range on that. And what I didn't like, I like to draw my 2 to 3 line like this, you know, sliding on the bodies of the Heikin-Ashi candles like that. And I want to see the candle breaking this. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Let me do it with the charts a little bit. Can you see this, everybody? The break of the 2 to 3 line in this area. Okay, so I wanted to see a really good break. So I got a candle.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So I didn't take it. Then I got this one. And the whole day it looked like this. So I didn't touch it. And before I went to sleep, I said, okay, if over Asian session somebody decides to to push this pair down, I want to be in. So again, I placed an order on this one below 0.2 and 3, below the lowest point in this range, because we have a little range here. You see this range? I placed it lower, somewhere here, to get in with a stop over this high. The highs I saw were here, and afterwards I didn't, or here somewhere, I'm not sure, I think this one. And then I didn't see anymore because it was out of my trading time anyway. So I placed
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Now, if you check the daily charts again quickly, at this point, you'll see that the previous lows were somewhere here, and below the previous lows, horizontal support was also in this area, somewhere here. Okay, not too much, but enough for me to make the decision to, we had this low. Look at this previous one, 1, 2, 3, to make it easy, not to overanalyze the previous one. I don't have, other than this 1 to 3, here's nothing. It's all black. It's all free space. And even on the 1 hour, from here to here, there was a little bit of space. Now here, on this entry, had a lot of previous touches in this area.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Try to get in. Again, it's not like we had a lot of ranges visible on the daily chart. Right, guys? It's very important that you have like a clean chart if you do your approach. It's easier to place, targets. And because I had this ranging trouble visible on this 4-hourly chart, it was your daily 1 to 3, but still some ranges. I wanted to make sure like 1 to 1 and then 2 to 1. Okay, 1 to 1 and 2 to 1. And trailing again over the 36 on the 4-hourly chart. So what happened here? Target 1 hit, target 2 hit, target 3 got stopped out on that spike.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Follow up or follow through with the last. It was not a big swing trade, unfortunately, for the remaining position. Not like the previous one. Okay, and I got in here with a bigger stop, choosing the 4-hourly chart. But the 4-hourly was the only one that gave me actually retracement. So no 1-hourly entry, 4-hourly entries with a range, placing an order, classic management. Nothing fancy about this trade. Do we all get this? Yes or no? Again, I want everybody to understand the thinking behind that. Okay, and I have those.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
I have the screenshots.
Please buy it now.
Over the week, I will send them all to you. Yeah, so you have all the screenshots that I have to download in your members area there. Okay, let's. Do we have any questions about this one? I think it's getting easier, right? There's no, rocket science, nothing fancy, just simple management after simple top-down approach, trading in the right direction. The start word, let me check more or less, 100 points or so. Okay. But the risk in this case...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I don't have the notes on this one. Let me check. Trade 3. No, that was the long. I think I didn't make a screenshot. I didn't do a screenshot of this one, unfortunately, on the second short. Okay, but having the daily 1 to 3 and then followed by 4-hourly, at least 0.5% risk for sure. Okay. Next one, price is going up, and have a long 1, 2, 3. So we do a quick top-down approach.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Here we go. Look at this. I have, at this point, you could draw a line like that. Okay. Trend line break here. Even have a trend line break in different angle like that. Okay. But I didn't get into any longs because I was trading different pairs. And then I saw this. And if you draw the angle like this, there would be a nice trend line visible on daily, also on the weekly chart. And that was a 200 EMA with a trend line. And I got this big daily 1, 2, 3 visible here.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Very volatile. Crossover 1, 2, 3. We had 1, 2, 3s before, but here was a daily break, and this price was already 1, 2, 3. We had already 4 touches. It was already moving. I said, okay, daily 1, 2, 3. If I get in somewhere here on this trend change, late a little bit, not too close, because as I said, the first break was close to the 36. This would be my target. In combination, of course, with some lows here down here. So those lows in combination with this line was a good angle to go. Okay, for the longs. Not as good as the other ones because we have a late scenario. Alright, sorry guys.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
If you check
Please buy it now.
break of the 36 on the daily, which is the 200 here in the 4 hour more or less, we got really nice opportunities. And I didn't miss this and I didn't miss that because I was focusing on different pairs. That was too close to resistance and it was ranging. I didn't like it. But then I saw this. And what was this? It was a higher high and a higher low after price coming out of this range and failing to move lower. I mean, you can see that we get those spikes all the time when it was moving up. Okay, and here I got one more. It didn't go back exactly to that with the setup, but it did give me like 2 spikes on the 36 and price moved up. So I said, okay, I'll try it out a little bit.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
It was also daily 1, 2, 3. Remember, I was one daily 1, 2, 3 visible here. A little bit late, and resistance somewhere here was about 2 times the stop. So I said, okay, it's not perfect. It is late. There's a lot of resistance, but still it's going this way. Daily agreed and 4 hourly agreed. So I take that trade with a low risk. And I took this trade, and what happened next morning? What happened next morning? Can you all see? Guys, what did happen? So nobody likes me anymore, right? Because I did have
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Exactly. Price decided to do something else, and I got kicked out. No profits made at all. Nothing. What is that? Sorry guys, give me a sec. Sorry guys, was late. I thought it was something important, but it was nothing. No worries. Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think about that trade? Was it bad decision, good decision? Was it late, early? Would you have taken it that late? Yes, no? What do you think?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
Too late.
Please buy it now.
Close to EMA. Very good decision. You see how different we think, right? It doesn't matter, guys, it was good or bad, but it was what? It was my decision. I made the decision. Okay? So, my decision, good or bad, that was just what I did. And you have to live with this. And that's why we place, low risk management in the late trade. In case it doesn't work out, no harm done. Okay, it's one decision I made for several reasons. Some would like the reasons, some not. So if you don't like to trade late, which I also usually don't, okay, then just don't do it.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
It also depends sometimes, looking back now, you say, oh man, look, it went against me. I would never take this. Of course, now because you know. But at that point, it really looked nice because we had that range. Everything was still pointing up. We had the spikes. I said, okay, it tested already the 633. Now it will probably go fast and hit this line, which is what usually happens. Okay, but it did not. So no harm done was one decision, and it's over. Trade done. So here you can see that was this daily 1 to 3, 4 hourly 1 to 3. Too late entry. Yeah, that was too late for sure. Main trend is strong. Got in here 0.4% risk, and I had to give it back to the market.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Bad or good, it just was what I did. Okay. Any questions here on this one? Yeah, of course. The 633 was one of those things. It was also visible in the higher time frames like the 36. It's never nice if it's so close, but it also sometimes works out nicely if everything else looks good, right? We had too many reasons maybe not to do it, but also some good reasons to do the trade. So it was a little bit, depends on you. Okay, so we go to the next one. The next trade was again made.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Later on, because I didn't focus on this pair for a while. It was March 2017. Yeah, we had like the trend line break. You can also do it like this at this point, when it's breaking. You have the spike, then it's visible. There was a big daily 1 to 3, a first daily 1 to 3 after a daily and weekly trend line break, right? See like this? And then a range, of course, but a retracement back to the 12 EMA. Also previous high. See, here's the previous high. You see? 1, 2, 3. And then I had also 2 to 3 line breaks. So if I switch.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
You'll see.
Please buy it now.
I like to combine daily charts with 4 hourly or 1 hourly entries. The first setup after daily 1 to 3s are the ones that I'm looking at usually. So I guess there was a 1 hourly chart, this one. Let me check the 1 hourly. Okay. And here we get to our sneaky setups. It was a very good sneaky setup. So with a daily 1 to 3, we had this daily 2 to 3 line break and everything. Price didn't move and break out. It was also range before. Okay, and then suddenly it started to range. But this is something also I want everybody to pay attention to this one. I love those ones. Really do. But not always.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
In this case, also trend change because we had another first daily 1 to 3. Okay, it's also helping. But all in all, we had a daily 1 to 3, which is most important anyway. And now we got this first retracement, this 1 hourly retracement. Okay, and this was happening during night Asian sessions. So London Open, we had still those little, or before London Open, we had those little candles. And what are those telling us? Any idea? It's a retracement only to the 12. It's a steep retracement only to a 12 EMA, but after a daily 1 to 3 trend line break, blah blah, and everything. What do we see here? What is this?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
And it's a range, it's a wedge, but it is not a range or wedge that retraces big time to the 36 or 200. It is stuck in one area. In one area. This is like price action as we love it, no matter on what time frame you look at this. Okay, if I see a breakout, especially after higher time frame 1 to 3, and then price is struggling, but I have small candles, so it's sneaking around an EMA 12 in this case because it's volatile. It doesn't retrace much. Could also retrace to the 36, but this is even better because it doesn't have enough strength to retrace at all. That usually ends up being...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Flag or whatever you want to call it. Okay? Flag, wedge, I don't care how you name it as long as you identify this on your chart. Okay? Breakout after 1 to 3, then it's taking a little breather, but not really retracing. Like it's really waiting to explode, waiting. It doesn't want to retrace. It's so much, power that it doesn't have enough, not enough breath to retrace. It will just wait for this boom explosion. And when that happens on a chart, especially the first one, I love those. And I always try to get in those. And if I cannot do it live, I place an order. So if I'm waiting, I say, okay.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Place an order. And you can do this with MT4s, with our, EAs we did for you to help you with, for the MT4 traders, to place an order and just say, okay, if that comes out of here, especially when it's breaking those previous highs, I want in. Stop below here, below those lows, and then let's just, get in here. So that's exactly what I did with this one. And those usually work fine. Now, when I trade those, this is really, I'm not sure if I should say, I will, I just don't want anybody to take it too literally. On my own accounts, not for clients, for instance.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I really risk a little bit more than I should. Okay? Not for clients, but if you do it for yourself and you have confidence and you know what's going on, a little bit experience, you will see those are so powerful. So sometimes I might even risk 3, 4, even 5% on my personal account, but I watch closely when I do this. Like, let's say I get in, boom, I say, okay, let's get in and let's take something out quickly when I risk a little bit more. If I see it's going against me, let's say I get in and immediately it's going down and now it's breaking this wedge before it's hitting that 5%.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Maximum. So in case it goes against me, I'm not losing 5%. Okay? But only on my personal account when I really like that and I'm sitting in front of the chart. I'm not letting this with 5%, with an order or something like that. Okay? This is one of my favorite breakout strategies, which I'm not sure of, and if I should tell, because some not that experienced traders might take it wrong and start risking too much. Okay, so get really good at identifying those, but it's all recorded. You can watch later on, so you'll see it went up quickly, a lot, this one, and yeah.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
I wanted to really take advantage of the volatility. There's still enough. You can still wait for higher time frame retracement later on and try to get back in. Okay, so I actually got out somewhere here. And that was one of the really good trades on the Euro-US dollar. I took, I think, was a stop like 20, 30 points. And I made like about 10 times more or less with the remaining part. But it was very, very, very volatile. Okay. What happens to those pairs? Often when they are so volatile for a couple of days, they tend to retrace. Okay, so this is not usually what happens. Usually they do this. And when I'm in something like that with more risk, I want
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
In some other trades, I can still think of re-entering the trade. Okay? So everybody, please remember this one for sure. Go to the next. We don't have much time. I don't want you probably all exhausted already. It's not too much. Just give me 10 more minutes or so. Okay, another one that you won't like me sharing. Yeah, here we go. I think we did cover this one, right? Yeah. So here is another daily 1, 2, 3, but it's still the same trend. You see, up, retracement. The price.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
At this point, I have a trend line I can use like this, and the angle of this line is changing. Different, little bit, not much, because of this spike, like that. Okay. Can probably do it like this. You have 1, 2 touches, 3 touches, almost 4, and then the 5th one that we have here. So after that next 1, 2, 3, price is still, and that's one thing you want to remember, is creating higher highs. Not much higher, but a little bit higher. And it did spike on the daily line. So okay, I'll get in here again. Now I know here's major resistance, so I want to get in and try to create a win-win scenario at this area. So my target would be those highs.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
At this point, I don't even have to go that far because it didn't happen, but you all get the point. So I got a setup here, not on the 4 hourly. I think it was 1 hourly again, and it really looked nice. It really looked nice at this point. Look. 1, 2, 3. Nice 2 to 3 line break. Candle close because, that was late. Here again, that was my problem. I got in here out of my trading times according to my plan, so I placed an order. What happened? First 1, 2, 3 after the daily 1, 2, 3. A lot of support. Look how nicely here.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Bounces, horizontal support, and then higher highs, higher lows in the first setup. So I placed an order. Price did place the order, but then it immediately retraced back over Asian session, kicked me out, ranged, and the next day it went my way. So I could have made at least a win-win scenario before price would hit my stop, but it didn't happen. It did kick me out immediately. So nobody likes when that happens, but it happens. And when I saw it the next morning, I said, oh man, because you almost know that it will go at least for the first and second lot. After daily 1, 2, 3.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Moves at least, write that down please, to target 1 and target 2 before doing something else. Before doing this, maybe. Okay? But sometimes, if it's in a late stage of the day, like for the Asian session, for me is not always that volatile. I mean, it's probably the worst of all sessions, at least for me, living in the European zone, right? So sometimes, yes, you get in, it kicks you out, it's retracing, and then it goes your way. That's why risk management is so important. So we could have re-entered, yes, but I didn't like it because when I trade...
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Ideally, and because I already lost one, I didn't want to risk it again. So I didn't like it. I didn't feel good with this. That's why I didn't take it. It worked out. It would have worked out. But I didn't take it because I didn't like that range and the lack of volatility afterwards. So my reason not to re-enter, even though it would have been nice. Make notes, please. Okay, no higher high. First trade stop down. And if I had another higher high here, like a 1, 2, 3 higher high, if I had this one immediately, I would have tried in this area. But it didn't happen. And that was too close to the previous highs. Yeah, too close.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So, but I didn't see that, and afterwards I was probably focusing on other pairs anyway. Exactly, yeah. This was no higher high. And this one just kicked me out. And then I had another trade. Yeah, I think it was the last one. Yeah, I think some of you probably remember that we did that live in the live room here. We had, now it was nice. Look, if we get rid of this and that.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
First, daily 1 to 3. Daily 1 to 3, and I wanted to get in here as well. So look at the 4 hourly. I got a chance on the 1 hourly chart to get in. You have this 2 to 3 line break, lower high, daily 1 to 3. Sorry, I have to scroll. So 2 lots got hit, and then I had my target was much lower. The target came from the previous low on the daily chart, so that was my target. Good reason to get in, right? And you'll see here. Here's the target for the remaining lot. 1 to 1.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
So it was good to classic management stop a little bit big. Therefore, I wanted to make sure 1 to 1 is out for the 1 hourly chart. 30 pips is not too much, of course, but yeah, I want to ensure the 1 to 1, 2 to 1, and then after that next 1 to 3 got trailed, but unfortunately, it did retrace back, kicked out the remaining lot with about 1 to 1, and all in all still a nice trade. Not too good, but still a nice trade. Price did not reach my target down here. Okay, so this was a classic management, basic trend line break, 2 to higher time frame, daily 1 to 3, followed by a first 1 hourly 1 to 3. Okay. And
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Swing trading, not much, right? On this one pair, not much, but still good results for this pair. Here are again the charts. Sneaky setup, strong trend, one position. Okay, and got out. Ah, there we go, guys. Sorry, I didn't take incremental profits. I thought I took one position in and out at 211 pips, 0.8% risk because of the volatility. There was no split position. It was just one position, the whole thing. It was that was a really, really good trade.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Which made me, I think, like over 4.5 or 5% profits. And the next one, 1% risk, classic 1 to 3 after daily 1 to 3. Make about 1.2% profits. 0.5% risk. Because of, I think, a late entry placing the order over Asian session before Asian, but got kicked out, so you lose the full 0.5%. on the whole trade. It's all gone. Sorry. What happened here?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Again, please buy it now.
You will get the folder with the charts that I have. Okay, guys? Now, what I would really like you to do is, it's 2 hours now exactly. You don't have to watch the whole thing. Just look at the trades, the way I handle those, practically what the goals are, the targets are, the risk, and try to see the difference in those trades. Then make some notes, write down your questions, and tomorrow, before we continue, we go back to those charts if you want to, and you have any questions, and we can discuss your questions, okay?
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Too exhausted, and you probably, if you ask the questions with a clean mind, would be much better. Okay, so we call it a day. We stop right away, right now. I will render the video right now, so in a couple of hours we have it up and running for you. Make your notes, write everything down, and tomorrow we repeat before we continue. I think tomorrow we have a lot of USDN trades and some other pairs, and the second half will be with Jeff talking about the mental part.
This file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor.
How was it today? Was it
Please
good, guys,
buy it now.
Too much, too fast, too many things to digest? Do you like it? To start with? Okay, thanks. Great. Perfect. I'm happy you liked it. Yeah, it's basics. It's basic. It is basic, but very, very important. Tomorrow, same time, guys. Tomorrow, same time. Okay, great. Don't worry about the EAs. We will cover those. Okay,
this file made by the trial version of Advanced Audio Compressor. Please buy it now.
Don't watch the video immediately. Okay. Bye bye. See you. Gute Nacht an alle.